He got a little bit of a push out of the start gate there. Nice little front side with a kick out there. Big backside air. I think that's one of the bigger airs we've seen today, Richard.
He seems to be quite a high flyer, this guy.
He really is. He's small and compact, and he puts a lot of energy. That's a great trick there. Straight to fakie, and back to fakie again. Fakie again, riding backwards.
Bit of a slip there.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Brushy usually doesn't fall like that. That's a great 540 to fakie. Little kick out.
Again, work in the pipe, side to side.
Yeah, Brushy's pushing this thing for every hit he can get out of it. Let's see how he scored on that run. A lot of variety, but a couple of technical errors. You can see here on this backside air. Gets his board up nice and flat, grabs his rail. Super smooth landing.
272. Now, Jeff gets into the lead with a 272, so obviously the variety really worked for Jeff there.
Yeah, I think the judges are having a hard time seeing a lot of things, and something different looks really good.
Keith's off to a great start here.
Yeah, this is his teammate Keith Wallace using that same hit as Brushy did to get a nice backside air. There's a cab there, straight over to a hand plant.
I noticed on his practice runs earlier, Keith really goes for the high air all the time.
Yeah, Duck Boy's raging this run here. A lot of spinning tricks. These are very difficult tricks that Duck Boy's making look easy. Two-handed hand plant there. A little bit of a layback air. That's an excellent run for Keith Wallace.
He's a really popular rider as well. He seems to have a lot of friends up here.
Yeah, he's really a nice, energetic kid. Be interesting to see what the judges rate Duck Boy's run at. See here, he enters fakie. Straight over to the hand plant. Drives perfect. Drags his hand a little bit, but it doesn't slow him down one bit.
Certainly doesn't. He's the new leader. 287 for Keith Wallace. Duck Boy. Something to quack about there.
Yeah, great run for him. Well, if anybody can knock Duck Boy out of that top seat, it's going to be this guy here, Craig Kelly. A lot of the riders are hitting that one backside wall there. There's a nice 540.
Everyone paying particular attention right now whenever Craig Kelly hits the slopes. Everyone watches.
Yeah, Craig is definitely an attention getter. A great world champion. Nice variety of tricks here. Over to a cab. Fakie back into the pipe. Craig didn't have a whole lot of energy in that run. I think the cold weather could be affecting some of these riders. Let's have another look here and see if we can see that backside air. Not quite as high as Keith and Jeff, but still a good run for the champion.
Good score, 284, but not enough to knock Duck Boy out of the lead. Keith Wallace still with a 287, followed by Craig with a 284.
Well, this is the current freestyle world champion, Sean Palmer. Sean is famous for getting big air. A pipe like this should work out pretty well for him. Goes to a little half cab there, right back into it. Keeping in the pipe. Little air to fakie there. Back to fakie again. Palmer's got a real smooth run going here. He's a very consistent rider. Generally pulls out a surprise or two for people. Nice little layback at the finish there. That's Sean Palmer. He's the current freestyle world champion. Let's see here on this wall. That's a nice big air. That's a backside air because his back is facing the wall.
Well, Sean Palmer's 270, if my calculations are correct, puts him in 4th place so far behind Craig and Keith and Jeff.
Here is Jason Ford. Jason, a real strong half-pipe rider. And again, he's another one of those guys we can look for a good variety of tricks from. He's having a little trouble with his arm swinging here. He's riding good and fast. Nice layback hand plant to fakie there. And a little slide. Not a whole lot of energy in that run, but still real solid. What the riders really need to do on a day like today is juice into the walls of a pipe. What that means is they've got to bend their knees, come right up into it and release in order to get the air that they need. You can see Jason working it really hard there.
257 for Jason, not enough to knock off the leaders.
Well, here's a newcomer to American snowboarding, Masata Ogawa from Japan. Masata's really surprising a lot of people with his entrance into the finals here, but he's definitely worthy of it. He's a really solid rider. A great 540 there by Masata.
Some great snowboarding going on in Japan right now as well.
Yeah, there really is. Masada turning in a very impressive run there. A lot of good tricks, a lot of variety. When the riders approach a wall, that area that they take off on is known as a hit. You can see Masada hitting it right there. Nice little 540 and back into the wall.
253, not enough once again to knock off the leaders. So let's look at the final results of the halfpipe. Number 4, Sean Palmer. Welcome back to the PSTA and the $25,000 Mount Bachelor Classic. The standings at the end of the event: in first place in the giant slalom for the women, Tara Eberhardt with 1,000 points towards the national championship. In the women's halfpipe, the first place winner was Tina Basic. Again, Tina gets 1,000 points towards the grand finals. In the men's category, in first place in the giant slalom was Kevin Delaney. Kevin once again picks up 1,000 points. And in the men's halfpipe, first place goes to Keith Wallace, Duck Boy. Congratulations to all of our winners on stop number 2 for the PSTA. Brad Stewart is with Keith Wallace right now.
The winner in the halfpipe event, Keith Duckboy Wallace, in some very adverse conditions, Keith.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy out there. There was a lot of wind, a lot of blowing snow. It was kind of anyone's game out there, I think.
Now, you ride year-round in Mount Baker. There's a very stormy resort. Does that help you at all in a day like today?
I think an area, or just pretty much anywhere in the Northwest where you're dealing with miserable conditions all the time, I think it's the best way to prepare for the contests that we have that are always in adverse conditions.
All right. Well, Keith Wallace pulling off a great victory today here at the halfpipe event at Mount Bachelor.
So the standings so far towards the national championship in the pro women's division: in the halfpipe category, it's Michelle Taggart with 1,710 points. In the giant slalom, again Michelle Taggart, this time with 1,800 points. In the men's division in the halfpipe, it's Craig Kelly with 1,900 points. And 4-time world champion Craig Kelly also tops the giant slalom with 1,656 points. I'm Richard Blade for the